If you people want to talk, please go outside. We're going to talk about courts and why they do what they do. Because one reason. Every court is a Nisi Prius court. That's N-I-S-I-P-R-I-U-S. It's the Nisi Prius court. And you can box in a judge in any type of case you're involved in. U.S. citizen, state citizen, makes no difference. This is a general judicial notice that affects everybody. Okay? This is demand for judicial notice of Rule Nisi within a Nisi Prius court. I'll read this and I'll explain how it operates. Notice is hereby given on blank day of blank 1996 at 13:30 hours or soon thereafter as the matter can be heard in courtroom blank of the above entitled court. We'll move the court to take judicial notice of the following. This is demand for judicial notice of Rule Nisi within a Nisi Prius court. This court, by being part of the Nisi Prius court system, must follow Rule Nisi, which is a, quote, a rule which will become imperative and final unless cause be shown against it. Since this court can require compelled performance, which is only allowed in a court which is enforcing some type of contract, it is Hornbook law that all contracts are either in equity or admiralty for enforcement purposes. Thus, based upon the foregoing, this court must take judicial notice that this court is merely enforcing some type of contract that would allow Rule Nisi to apply. Therefore, the court should dismiss this matter if the prosecution does not produce the contract or prove with admissible evidence that the accused was involved in the activity being regulated, with admissible evidence that invokes the authority of the court. Hearsay or presumptions will not be permitted, since this is a criminal trial where an accused justly demands due process secured to him by the state constitution. We filed this notice on a no driver's license case in Santa Barbara. And the judge says, yep, I'm accepting this. He says all the courts in the nation are Nisi Prius courts. They're all contract courts. He says all the courts in the nation are Nisi Prius courts. They're all contract courts. When you get a traffic summons, that's a Nisi Prius summons. It's in order to show cause. So you have to take the rocks out of your wheelbarrow and put it in the government's wheelbarrow. You make them prove you're involved in the activity being regulated. And the judge up in Superior Court there in Santa Barbara told the prosecutor, Mr. Prosecutor, you know what you have to prove. If you don't prove it, I'm dismissing this case. So what is they have to prove in a traffic case? First, you're a person, a legal entity. Second, you're involved in commercial activity. 2, you're an alien.